MicroStrategy stock is down around 5% last week, around 5% on the month, but is up around 55% over the last 3 months. It has broken a downtrend line in the last 8 weeks and is setting up nicely for a potential trade to the upside. So in this video, I want to share some trading rules that I would use to trade this stock with a potential upside of around about 25%. Let's take a look. Now, if you find value in this analysis of MicroStrategy or other stocks on my channel, you may also find value in my trading short course. Check out my website, davidblewett.com/6-step strategy. This trading short course is ideal for junior traders who perhaps have been trading for about a year but are looking for a reliable strategy to make consistent profits trading stocks. And for June, I got a special offer. Enter the code June20 at checkout to get 20% off. I'll leave a link in the description below. Check it out. So we can see on screen, looking at the weekly chart for MicroStrategy, this stock is long-term bullish. And more recently, it has pulled back, creating this confirmed downtrend, which has been broken in the last 8 weeks. So if we zoom in on the weekly chart, we can see that MicroStrategy created this price peak back in November 2024. Since that time, it has been trending downwards, and you can see I've added a trend line confirming the lower highs and lower lows, with this stock being in a confirmed downtrend. However, in the last 8 weeks, this stock has broken this trend line, suggesting price is reversing and maybe moving up. So, based on the price action, there's definitely a trading opportunity available. Since the trend line break, we can see price has moved up from this support level here and created the most recent peak here about 4 weeks ago, around about $430. It's pulled back in the last few weeks. So next, we need to see buyers come back in and price to move back up and take out this price peak here for a possible entry. Now, before I share my possible entry rules for the stock, I want to mark up the chart with some key levels of support and resistance, so we understand exactly where the stock is trading based on historical price action. So working from top to bottom, the first level I want to mark up is this peak here for the stock around about 543, and we can see since that peak price did reverse and has been trending down, and it trended down into this support level here of 231. So on that note, let's mark up that level of 231. Now in between these two levels, we can see the price peak here created in the first week of May 2025. So let's mark that up. Now underneath that, we have got another peak, and this was the last peak before the trend line was broken. That's around 342. So with these levels now on the chart, we can see that the stock MicroStrategy is trading between these levels here of 343 and 431. So since it's broken the trend line and made this peak here, it's now pulled back. So it's looking as if now that this pullback might come into this level here of 342. We can see since the stock found support around this level of 230, it did have a very bullish move up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks up, creating the peak here. So after this big move here, it would be normal to get a pullback around about 50% or so. If it's above 50%, that would indicate strength. So if it falls into this level here of 343 and then reverses, that would indicate that the price is more likely to move up. And for a possible entry into this stock, we need price to reverse and also take out this high here. So in effect, we want to see price action like this. From that support level, price has broken the trend line, created a peak here. It's now pulling back, and potentially it might find support this week at this level, the current price level, but it's more likely to fall into this level here of 342. And that would be in keeping with a healthy move. We wouldn't want to see it fall more than here, more than 50%. So if it falls into here and finds support, that would look good. And then after this point, we need price to move back up for buyers to come back in and then take out this price level here of 430. So once price breaks this level and moves above, this would trigger an entry rule based on Dow theory. So effectively, you could put your entry trigger above this level here. So you can see on screen I've marked an orange line just to indicate the possible entry price level for MicroStrategy. And if you were to use this rule and enter 1 cent above 431, then the potential upside for this stock is around about 25%. And if you use a 10% stop loss, you're looking at a risk reward ratio of 2.55, which is fine. So overall, MicroStrategy is looking good. It's hit a key support level, it's broken a trend line, it's created a new peak, and in the last 2 weeks it's pulling back. So if we can see a price break above this key level here, that would definitely give you an entry rule based on Dow theory and offer you a 25% profit to the upside. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you take this trade? What are your rules? I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks for watching.